It's happening more and more in the Keys. Bikes are moving faster than traffic. Riders are weaving through cars, and pedestrians, they don't have insurance. They don't have a license. And when someone gets hurt, confusion. I'm Philip Snyder, a partner at Florida Keys Injury. Today, I want to clear up some confusion we're seeing in the Keys. As insurance rates increase, more people are trying to get around without cars, and we're seeing more bikes, more e-bikes, and more bikes that have been modified to go much faster. The problem is this: not everything with pedals is legally just a bike. Think of this in three buckets. You have bicycle, you have e-bike, and you have a motorcycle type vehicle. The trouble starts when people don't realize that they moved from one bucket into another bucket. Now, a bicycle is simple. It moves because you pedal it. There's no motor, there's no throttle, no electric help. It's powered only by your legs. It's a bicycle. This is the safest category legally. It's predictable and everyone understands what it is. Now, for this reason, you can ride a bicycle on sidewalks, bike paths, or on a roadway. Now, an e-bike is still considered a bicycle in Florida, but it must stay within certain limits. Now, here's the easiest way to understand it. An e-bike must have working pedals, a seat, and a small electric motor that cannot be bigger than 750 watts. Think of 750 watts as the legal ceiling, roughly 1 horsepower, enough to assist you, but not enough to turn the bike into a small motorcycle. The motor is there to assist you, not replace the pedaling entirely at high speeds. Now, most legal e-bikes also have a speed cutoff, around 20 miles per hour for most e-bikes. Now, the key idea is this: if the motor helps a little and then it stops, it stays an e-bike. Now, people say, who cares? It's just a bike, right? Wrong, because e-bikes move faster. Riding them on the sidewalks can be very dangerous to pedestrians. And when you're riding an e-bike on the street, you must obey all traffic laws. That means no running stop signs or red lights, and you must obey every traffic control device, just like you were any other vehicle on the road. Now, here's the upside. If you're injured in a crash on a bicycle or an e-bike, PIP benefits and uninsured motorist benefits may apply depending on the vehicle involved and the available policies. Here's what we're seeing more and more in the Florida Keys. People start with a legal e-bike and then they modify it. They install these huge motors, 1,000 watts, 1,500 watts. We've seen ones up to 2,000 watts or more. At that point, you're not riding a bike. It's not helping you move. The motor is doing all the work. Yes, now that bike accelerates quickly, keeps speed without pedaling. It moves faster than drivers expect, and now it behaves like a motorcycle and not a bicycle. Well, why is that important? Well, once the motor is bigger than 750 watts or is designed to travel more than 28 miles per hour, you have crossed out of the e-bike territory, and now you're in essence operating a motorcycle. Now you have to have a driver's license, registrations and a tag, and a motorcycle endorsement. It also means that if you're injured in a crash, you will not likely be entitled to PIP benefits or uninsured motorist benefits if applicable. Now, let's assume you have an e-bike. Can you ride it on most sidewalks in Key West? No, you can't. Florida sets baseline e-bike rules, but cities can impose even stricter regulations, and Key West absolutely does. In Key West, sidewalks are for pedestrians and bicyclists only, not e-bikes. Now, unless the sidewalk is specifically marked as a multi-use or shared use path, then only pedestrians or bicyclists are allowed. Article 19, Section 7902 explains, for e-bike operators in the Florida Keys, if your e-bike is designed to travel more than 28 miles per hour, it must be operated on roadways only, not sidewalks. If your e-bike cannot hit speeds of 28 miles per hour, it may only be used on a designated multi-use path, which is different from a sidewalks. And even on those multi-use paths, the speed limit is 50 miles per hour, period. Now, why would Key West limit the use of e-bikes if seemingly everyone has one? Well, because high foot traffic and narrow path equals real danger to pedestrians. Now, where are these multi-use paths located anyways? Well, most of these paths are in Newtown along roads like Roosevelt, Palm, Bertha, and Atlantic. In Old Town, sidewalks are not considered multi-use paths. So if you're riding an e-bike in Old Town, you belong on the street and not on the sidewalk. Now, before you ride in the Keys, ask yourself, am I mostly pedaling or am I mostly using a motor? Has my bike been modified to go much faster than normal? Would this surprise a driver if suddenly I appeared? And if there's a crash, could someone say, what was that? Was that just a bike? If the answer makes you uncomfortable, that's a good sign that something may be wrong. The keys are beautiful. They're busy, and they're not built for high-speed surprise. Now, when the bikes get faster and the protection doesn't increase, the injuries, they can get worse. And the person who's hurt, he or she may be the one left holding the bag. So if you or someone you love is hurt in a crash involving a bicycle, an e-bike, or one of those modified motorized bikes, don't guess about what it counts as. I'm Philip Snyder. I'm a partner at Florida Keys Injury. And if you need clarity about what happened and what your options are, we're here to help.